So I know in the video I promised this would be able to wrap this thing up. Well, now we're officially going to wrap this thing up. So we have to do our finishing touches. But I wanted to go slow and steady and make sure you guys get all of this. Or guy or girl or whoever's out there seeing this. Okay, so we made one sheet. We need to make another one. So new. One more time, the standard ANSI.IDW mm, millimeters. Okay, once again, right click on sheet, go edit sheet, change D to A, press OK. Okay, hit base. We're going to find a part here. Let's do the easy ones first. So let's do the flywheel first. So when it first comes in, it might come in at a weird angle, and I want you to hit a front view or something to where it's not at its side. So I want to do one facing it and one above it, which will give us a side view, but then pull it off to the side and click over here, and you'll get like a 3D isometric view. So press OK after that. I prefer these not be colored in because it's just easier to see things because you're going to make a mess here in a minute. So there are a few different ways you can add measurements now. If I choose Annotate, I can choose on Dimension, and I can start to, let's say, click this. This always pops up every time. And I can click this here, and I can get some measurements, but I don't want to do that just yet. So let me show you the quick way of doing it. So that's one way. When you don't have measurements, that's one way of doing it. Press Escape because I'm in a dimension mode. Don't care about supercars right now. Hit Retrieve Annotation, then click a view, then whoop, look at that. Whole mess pops up. I'm just going to press OK, and they all stay here. So what do I do with this mess? Well, I got to sort it out. It's not just done here. Do not leave it like this. I will be annoyed. It's like leaving your room a mess. So pull these up to where they line up a little bit better. You can even move them outside if they're kind of encroaching on each other. I can shift them too. Line them up. Okay, all these fives. I truly only need one of these because they're all the same. Okay, so if you look at this, all these are the same circle. So why do I have them in here all these times? I don't. So I'm going to erase 3 of these because I'm going to get a good old-fashioned 4x here. So here's how you put a notation on. I'm also going to erase one of these 10s. So I'm going to double-click on this, and this little thing will pop up. I'm going to go left arrow, and I'm going to go 4x. Because there's 4 of those, right? Over here, double-click this. Now the cursor's on the right. I have to go left arrow and go 2x. Press OK. Okay? Now, I can do the same thing up here, but I really don't need to, but I'm going to show you what happens if you do. If I choose Retrieve Annotation and I click this, I get these measurements here. Okay? That's fine. I don't need them all, though. So you never want to put a circle dimension on a top view. Your circle dimension should always be on the front views. So I'm going to erase this. And this guy here, I'm going to drag him out over here. But if you want to leave him there, it's fine. He sometimes can be a little bit annoying to move, but if you can't get it, it's okay. All right. That's it for that. So that one's done. Let's do another one too. Let's do the peg next. So base. Go in here, find the peg. There it is. Now peg, we only need 2 views. I'm going to drag this thing over here. Now I don't want it to be that big. Okay. That's really small too. Let's go 3 to 1, maybe. I'm going to click there. I'm going to click above it. Then I'm going to click right there and press OK. Now, if I decide that even this is too big, I can double click it on the edge and the menu will pop back up. And then I can decide to move it down if I want to. I think I'm just going to go 2 to 1. This guy didn't change. He never does. So I'll double click that and I'm going to do the same. If that's bigger or smaller, it really doesn't matter to me. Okay? So this one, since I know it's going to be fairly simple, I'm just going to do the basic measurements because I really don't need anything more than that. When you do a measurement here on the side, you don't have to click top and bottom. You just click the side right here and draw it out. Press OK. You're done. Okay. Now we need to label these. So File, iProperties. Yes, this is a little tedious, but it's worth it. We're going to go peg and flywheel. way it's labeled. And there we go. So now we're going to save it. Peg and Flywheel. Do not name things part 1, part 2. That's really basic, and then you're going to end up erasing other things later on. So one more sheet here, and then we're finished. So File, New. I saved the hardest for last. Same thing, it's already up. There we go. Right-click on your sheet, Edit Sheet, D to A, press OK. There we go. Hit Base. This time we're going to do the one with all the measurements on it. So this one we're going to need probably 3 views. That's why I did this one last. So peg support, which is this. So I'm going to go this view, this view, this view, this view, and press OK. So the function of doing this is because on an isometric view, it's hard to see all the detail. When you're in multi-view, you can see all the detail. So let's start off by just doing retrieve annotation just to see what pops up, and it popped up on the wrong one. So I'm going to click this one first because it's on the wrong one. So retrieve and apply and cancel. Okay. So once again, move these things out. There's going to be ones that we can get rid of, and we'll have to decipher for that later on. Like this one right here, this 5, I can't use because I can't see the circle. I don't need 2 of these 54s right here, so I can erase one of these. So as you go through this, you'll start to slowly understand why things are the way they are when it comes to measurements. This 12, I really don't want this here because it doesn't represent the whole very well. So I'm going to erase that. This 4 right here, I would absolutely like to keep this, so I'll move this down here. Sometimes you can move these dots down. If you can't, don't worry about it. This 10 here, I'm going to move out. Sometimes you have to grab the arrow to get a full view of it. These should always be outside the object as much as possible. And I'm going to move this down here too. And I'll move you over. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty good on this view. I do need one more though, because I want to know where the middle of this is at too. That way I'm not assuming. So this looks pretty good. So next I'm going to go up here. I'll retrieve this. Press OK. See, look how it's slowly going. I got some of these. I don't need 54 twice. I do not want to delete my view. So I'll need this 3 here. I need this 3.6. I need this 10. This 5 I will need, because I got to show how big that is. And then once again, I am going to double click it. Left arrow. I'm going to put 2x on here because there's 2 of those. There we go. You can see the holes now and where they're located at, so that's a good thing. You don't want to be lost in here. There we go. I like it like that. I like it like that. There we go. I'm going to move this way. Now, if you're running out of space, move things out. Okay. The only thing else I want to show on here are the fillets. So I'm going to click on one of my fillets. It doesn't really matter which one. That didn't come in right. There we go. 2. So I'm going to write on here all fillets in front of here. That way people know that, well, all the fillets are that. Otherwise, we don't know how big they are. If that keeps happening when you're moving things, it's because you're in a dimension mode and you just want to press escape and move it up. Okay, so there we go. Now, let's see if there's anything missing off this. So I'm going to click this one right here, go retrieve one more time. Nope, just that 2 pops up. I already got that, and guess what? You're done. Whew, finished. That took way too long, but it's worth it. So you see the measurements. If you want some extra points, if you want to show off, you can click on center marks, and it will give you little center marks on these things. Not a must right now. I'm just showing you these, but that should do it on this. So one more time, properties, summary, support, plate, press OK, Your title's in there. Everything's looking awesome. So hopefully you guys got this. If questions, ask. Otherwise, turn it in and you are done with one of these. Good luck on the other two. Bye.